All right, thank you so much for joining us on our 70th edition of Lunch Out Loud Ottawa. My name is Nick Petruski.
I'm Andrew Miller.
And of course, we're the podcast that talks to the people, places, events, and music that make Ottawa the incredible city that it is. And before we get to our special guests, Shane and Rob from Beyond the Pale, why don't we check this out?
Hey, this is Curtis Chaffee from The Split. I'd like to thank Nick and Andrew for having me on the show and for helping us get the word out to the great city of Ottawa that there's a new band rocking some soul in town. We just released the new EP on Label Records, and it's called Can't Get Enough. It's for sale on vinyl and CD at your favorite local stores such as The Record Center, Vertigo, Birdman Sound, Legends, Compact Music, and CD Warehouse. I also want to let you know about some shows we have coming up because we love to see new faces in the crowd dancing to our soul music. First show I want to mention is Friday at Babylon, May 23rd. The doors open around 9 and we'll hit the stage around 9:30. There will be a DJ after party to follow. The next show I want to mention is Sunday, June 22nd. It's at the Jazz Fest in the OLG tent at 4:30 p.m. The last show I want to let you know about is Saturday, July 5th at the Ottawa Blues Fest on the Black Sheep stage. It's at 3:30 p.m., so come out early and check us out. All this information can be found at www.thesplitsoulmusic.com or at www.labelrecords.ca. I'd like to thank Nick and Andrew again and Lunch Out Loud, and have a great week.
If it feels good to you, you got to get into it. If it makes you feel good, you got to get down to it. You gotta let the girls know that you're right into it. You gotta wrap your legs around and get right into it. You gotta let your friends know that you're right down with it. You gotta pony up and go. You gotta shut up and do it. You gotta let the babies know that you're gonna move to it. Baby, you gotta show that you're gonna get down to it. And I can't get enough of this good feeling that picks me up in a hole that a friend of mine.
Thank you very much, Curtis. So, of course, listen to that EP, Can't Get Enough, and there's 3 upcoming shows that you should hit up. The live shows I've heard are absolutely incredible. I can't wait to see them at Blues Fest and Jazz Fest. That's quite the feat to do both of them. That's going to be a lot of fun. So, Shane and Rob, congratulations on your 20th anniversary. I was looking through your Facebook profile today, and I saw your, from beginning to end. Oh, wait, no, it's not even the 2-year anniversary yet, and you're already growing into basically your third spot.
Not even a 20-month anniversary, I guess, eh?
No, we're about, I don't know, what are we, 17 months, I think?
17 months in, and it's incredible when you go to their Facebook page and just go back a few months, and you're seeing they're so excited for you. This is our first cask here, and you're thinking, oh, geez, this is a long time. No, it's just a few months ago, so that's absolutely incredible.
Awesome, well, thank you. We still love, every time we tap a cask somewhere around town, we'd like to go check it out. It's, we don't get to drink our cask beer that often, so we hit it up at every opportunity.
Is there, when's the next cask getting tapped, do we know?
Well, we have one at getting tapped at Corner Bar Orleans. Do we know when that's going on, Ashley? Thursday. Yeah.
Not this Thursday, next Thursday.
Next Thursday, right.
All right, right on. The Corner Bar in Orleans.
Maybe Corner Bar in Westboro, too, actually.
And I was at the Corner Bar the other night.
Well, then maybe we'll have to do our May 8th interview with the gentleman gardener out in Orleans at the Corner Bar.
There we go.
That's a good idea.
There we go. We're done. So first, Shane and Rob, are you born and raised in Ottawa, or and some of your hot spots, restaurants that you love in this city? Because we love talking about the city on this show.
Yeah, we're both born and raised in Ottawa. I'm a Westboro kind of neighborhood boy, and Rob grew up in the area too, and we both went to school just down Island Park near the Parkway. And
All right. You guys went to the same high school and everything?
Junior high. We met in grade
And high
7.
school, yeah. We met in grade 7. We went to St. Joe's intermediate together.
Oh, that's good.
Went to Notre Dame together. That's it.
So it's been going pretty smooth. I know they say you shouldn't mix business with pleasure, but being good friends, you guys, it's been running pretty smooth, obviously, right?
It's been running pretty smooth, yeah.
I think it helps too, to a point.
We
go back
probably
far
would have
enough.
killed each other if it wasn't if we weren't good friends.
Yeah.
At least this way we get angry, we get close to killing each other, and then we can move on and have a beer. You know.
That's good.
As we were having right now, we're having some delicious party animal.
Party
Cheers, guys.
animals.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Delicious. Love it. So, places where in high school, where did you used to hang out and chill in Westboro? Because a lot of changes have occurred
Gentle
since then.
Annie's.
What's that?
Gentle
We used
Annie's,
to spend
yeah.
time at Gentle Annie's
Whispers?
back in the day. Whispers.
Whispers, yeah. Whispers
Still
is
there.
still there.
Yeah. Whispers is actually a licensee now, pouring pink
Puzzles,
fuzz.
which is
Oh, really?
now the corner bar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did
I
you ever
remember
envision
puzzles
that
too.
happening? Did you ever envision your beers being poured at the establishments you used to underage drink at?
And of age drink.
And, of course, of age. Yeah. No, sorry, Whispers. I wasn't assuming anything.
So
No.
what's oh, sorry, go on.
I actually had nothing valuable to say. Go ahead.
I was going to say, so what else has kept you guys in the city? I mean,
Well, I actually left. I was gone for 12 years.
okay, and
I went down to the States. I was in Boston for 10 years.
Oh,
and then
nice.
I was in New York for 2 years, and then back here. So we were
Sweet.
able to, Shane and I hooked up. Well, not really. Reconnected.
And the rumors?
It was a
Did the internet help
beer,
connecting back up?
With each other?
Yeah.
Well, we were friends. You know, we stayed in
come
touch. You know, we stayed in touch over time, and we got a
Write
pretty...
letters.
Yeah, I mean, pen pals, exactly.
Well, yeah, we had a couple of buddies that all ended up down in Boston, so we kept in touch as they married off and we married off and had kids and families started, all that. So you just kind of kept in touch, kept kind of abreast of what was happening. But we really connected again, more based on beer than anything when Rob got back. A little bit of the our wives were friends helped.
A little bit.
What was in Boston?
School.
School?
Yeah, went to school down there, and then
what did you take?
Met a girl. Economics.
At Harvard.
Yeah.
At Harvard.
Good. At Harvard?
Yes.
It was at Harvard.
It was.
Really?
It's
Wow.
true. It was.
That's true.
And do you find that's helping you at all in the business now?
I have no idea.
Of course it is.
I
You're
believe
a
so.
businessman.
I believe
half
so.
here.
No, I believe
Yeah.
so. Things seem to be going well.
That's good.
Maybe he could have figured it out otherwise, but I'm sure it helped.
Yeah.
Did you play any sports on the Harvard team? Did I see you play basketball?
No,
out
I
there?
played football when I was there.
Football, really? How were the rivalries with the other Ivy League schools back then?
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Who did you hate the most? Was it those dreaded bastards up in Ithaca?
No, it was
Cornell?
Yale was the biggest rivalry.
Yeah.
Yale and Harvard have the biggest rivalry. So that was always the big game at the end of the year.
And he ended up in Ithaca anyway.
Yeah, and that's where I was. That's where I was for my. That's where
Sorry for
Foot
that.
in mouth.
wow, that's
Wow.
terrible.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
That's where I did my MBA at Cornell, so that's where we spent my last 2 years.
Right on. So are there any other activities that keep you guys going in Ottawa, like bars and restaurants aside? Or are there anything else that you really enjoy
When you get
about
to
Ottawa?
escape the bar world or escape the beer world
We
here.
barely leave the brewery, but essentially we're always trying to, stay in touch and be able to go out to the licensees, eat their awesome food, drink good beer, and then festivals. Like those are our outings. That's when we get out of this space here.
What have been some newer restaurants that have just blown you away going, holy shit, I didn't understand that would be in Ottawa, or I can't believe that's in Ottawa now. This is really awesome.
Lots of them.
Yeah,
Well, you guys
lots.
definitely. Well, how about some of the places that are carrying your product now? Then.
Well, there's
I
probably
know,
there's
Union
probably
613 is probably one of the ones that's mentioned most on our show.
yeah.
And I definitely know it's the first time I tried Party Animal was there, and delicious stuff either way. But
Absolutely. No, I mean, we love, we're good friends with the guys at Union, too, so that's definitely one of the spots when we go to have a beer or shoot the breeze. A bite
Well,
to
yeah,
eat.
and we have
gotcha.
both taps
Go to
down
the-
in the speakeasy.
There you go.
Yeah,
and,
so we definitely enjoy Union. But I mean, there's literally tons and tons of great spots. I don't want to go. I'm always hesitant to go on a rant talking about different places. I don't like to alienate.
No, I know.
On our
Yeah.
website, we highlight all the different licensees, and everyone brings something different to the table. But
Absolutely.
there's just a lot of
how many are you up to now?
about
Different spots?
40.
Wow.
About 40, yeah. And
That's
our area is pretty tight. That's something that's I would say that our licensees range from about Westboro. We have one or two that are further west than Westboro, and then we only have one that's further east of downtown. So pretty much all of them are centralized.
With the exception of Corner Bar that's coming to
Corner
Orleans, right?
Orleans, that's
Corner
the
Bar
only-
Orleans is the
that's
one in the
the
west.
that's the only one
That's
in
the
the-
only one in the west.
Wow.
East.
Or yeah, sorry, in the east, right? And then in the west, we're at the Burbs, and we pour casks occasionally at the Cheshire Cat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Other than
Where's the
that,
Burbs?
it's all-
The Burbs is in Canada. It's on Hazeldean.
Oh yes, because I remember the sign because I drove by it and I was like, oh, that's a nice little spot
Yeah,
there.
cool spot. One of the few places in Canada that's really, actually maybe the place in Canada that's committed to pouring craft beer.
Well, that's
great
great.
to hear.
Yeah.
Great to hear. So, I guess we'll talk a little bit more about Beyond the Pale. Quickly, how it started. Quickly, how you went from getting your MBA at Cornell to hooking up with Shane and making such a great product here.
Great. Was that the question?
How did she start up, bud?
Go. Yeah. How did go. Just quickly before. Yeah.
Sure. I mean, it started out. When I came back. I moved back to Ottawa, and I was doing consulting for Deloitte.
Oh, really?
Started hanging out with Shane again, and one of the things that, after having lived in the States for so long, there was such a wide range of beers available. There was so much cool stuff happening. Moved back here at the time. We're talking in 2010. There wasn't much crazy stuff happening in the LCBO at the time.
No.
Granted, the game's changed completely when you go in now. Everybody's doing fun, different beers.
Yeah.
I know
at the
they
time,
now finally have a separate Ontario craft brew section in the LCBO.
absolutely,
Yeah,
and
which
it's
is
awesome. So at the time, it wasn't. It was less adventurous, and Shane and I reconnect, having been longtime friends, and he's able to make some of this beer that was amazing in the States that I'd been drinking, and that wasn't readily available here. So I'd been interested in starting a small business, and pretty much said to Shane, well, what's the deal? Why don't we do this? And he was like, well, I was thinking about doing a brewery like when I retire. Maybe I'll retire early. And I said, fuck that. Let's do it now. The time is now to
perfect,
do
yeah.
this. So,
So Shane was the beer, you were the brains.
well, he's got brains too. I like to think I'm
Downgrade either of you.
I like to think I'm the pretty face behind it, but
He is. I'll take it. I look sketchy 98% of the time. So,
like you were saying though, the States they definitely were a little bit ahead of the game in terms of bringing craft brews back, right?
yeah, I think the States is probably about 10 years ahead of Canada
yeah.
in
Oh,
terms
wow.
of where
the
craft beer is.
revolution
Took
craft
yeah.
beer took hold in the 80s, early 90s there, and kind of blew up over the 2000.
Yeah.
We're behind that. Toronto picked it up pretty quickly. The whole West Coast US or Canada area picked it up quickly, but Ontario's been very focused, on making quality beer, but not the adventure. And I think that's all blown up in the last 5 years.
Yeah,
Absolutely. I mean, we just came back. We were in Toronto for the Ontario Brewing Awards, and we made a few stops, and we visited at Bellwoods. We visited with Amsterdam. We visited with Great Lakes. Everyone was doing really cool stuff, and we got to sit down and try a bunch of different beers, and really exciting time for sure.
Did they love
That's
your
awesome.
stuff as well?
You know what? They didn't drink our stuff. We spent all our time drinking their stuff.
Yeah,
We could
yeah.
drink our stuff all the time. We left a bunch for them to drink, but
well, it's hard to get into different markets too, right? I mean, you capitalize on Ottawa first, and then the expansion after that, correct?
well, yeah. I mean, for us, we were limited by capacity. We
Yeah.
couldn't make. We can't. We sell all the beer that we make, so we sell it to Ottawa. We want to
Yeah.
keep our current customers happy.
And it's got to be tough. I know that even one of my favorite breweries from the States, Magic Hat.
Yep.
I'm still waiting for them to get more exposure in Canada, and I know that they are in a handful
They've
of
pulled
stores here
out
and
because
there.
they didn't have capacity anymore.
Well, that's it, and I mean, which is
Same with
fine.
Dogfish
I mean, that's
Head,
great.
same with a lot of
There's more Ontario craft breweries here now, so I don't mind as much. So it's perfect.
Absolutely.
So you did that, and you had a lot of good views seeing what other people were doing, and so thus the love affair with Ottawa kind of began. What I love a lot about Bose and you guys in Kitchissippi and all the other craft beers here is the knowledge of using your city as an advantage for yourself. Because just looking on your Facebook page, you see that you have, when people see your the beer pullers at the that's the
Taps.
Tap handles. Tap handles.
the
Yes.
top handles.
I call them that. That's the new name.
You need a new beer puller?
I am trademarking that. Beer pong.
So when you see yours are really cool, and I thought, wow, where did they get that? It's right next door. That's
Yeah.
awesome that you can go to Loam and support your local places right next to you. and do
Absolutely.
that. As well
I'm
as
glad you consider it that, not taking advantage of your friends. But
What are some of the unique taps that you got? I don't
well,
know.
those taps are really unique. They're really cool.
let me see. There's one right
Like just
behind you
different
here.
designs.
No, reach right down there.
Oh yeah.
Awesome.
And we've got 3 of them. So they're clay taps,
Oh, yeah.
handmade, designed by the
Very
ladies
nice.
at Loam.
It's so much better than just the normal boring ones that you see typically, and also that you use to make your. You have an amazing website that goes through the history of you guys, and you're using Jack Pine, who has also been on our show as well. Like Liam and those guys,
Yeah.
they do such great adventurous
Yeah,
work.
great guys for sure.
And in others like corporations would look, oh no, they're kind of small, we can't go with them. But really, it doesn't matter what size they are. If they put out an incredible product, they're going to do it.
Yeah,
And,
absolutely.
like you
Yeah,
totally
they're
see
small, they're organic, the growth they've had and all
Yeah.
that. It fit into the kind of the mindset of our business model, and yeah.
that. So it's a very interactive website. So definitely, if you're listening to this show and you're on your computer, go to beyondthepale.com.
.ca.
Soon. Where does .com go to? The Jim Gaffigan.
Not us. I don't know.
the
Some
Jim,
band?
The Jim Gaffigan.
Is it really? It's some. I think it's a Toronto band.
Huh.
I don't
All
know.
right, we'll buy it off them sometime. I will. I will, and then I'll sell it back to the NBA.
Yeah, you know what? I think they're doing pretty well.
So yeah, no, I love that kind of thing. And then you collaborate with different breweries in the city as well.
Yep.
I know a lot of them have helped you out when you're getting started, and it's going to be reciprocal. I hope in the future.
Yeah,
as
well, we've done brewing collaborations so
Yep.
far with Clock Tower, with the Stockpot Ales guys, Gastropub,
Bridgehead.
and then
Bridgehead.
Bridgehead we did.
Who we had on
and
the
then
show
we've
last
gone
week.
out of town for a few of them too, but yeah, we the whole collaboration thing is part of it. But then helping, like we borrow grain from other breweries, they borrow it from us. There's kind of just a constant.
We picked up 5 sacks of grain yesterday from
Broadhead.
because we didn't have enough to brew the batches we were doing yesterday and today. We were going to
Wow.
be short.
Wow.
So that went out with the delivery that's just rolling right now to take it back over because our load came in today. But I mean, obviously the biggest hookup we had was the tanks that Bose gave us. That was super generous of them and really helped get our capacity to where it is today.
So how do you feel then about? Do you consider it more friendly competition, or friends helping friends, and with more craft breweries popping up? What are your thoughts?
Yeah,
on
I think
that?
it's a lot about supporting the industry, right, and
Yeah.
believing in craft beer, and absolutely. Well, there's obviously competition in any market, but it's not exactly how we look at it right now. We just want to see everybody succeed. We believe that there's room for as many players in the city
Absolutely.
as want to start up, as long as they're making great beer.
product.
You know, and there's always room for somebody who's going to make a great product.
So
and
do we feel then it's against the bigger companies?
well, absolutely,
Small guys versus big guys?
absolutely. If
Because they
if
don't
you
put
look
a
at
good product out. That's
Yeah.
what it comes down to.
There's a ton of taps available that don't have craft beer on them right now. Craft beer should be on those taps.
Absolutely.
We'll all do our best to take over every one of them, and I think there's more than enough for everybody. I don't think it's a matter of there being one craft beer tap at every bar that we each have to fight for. It's we're just pushing forward and getting more different beers on tap at every bar, and it increases the awareness of craft beer and increases the amount of taps for every brewery in town.
craft beer represents less than 10% of the Canadian
Yeah.
market share right now, right?
For now.
the more people that are drinking craft beer, the better it is for everybody. The pie grows. So that's
It's got to be drastically changing, because I know even with my group of friends, everyone was just hardcore Bud Light. Just
yeah. I think
back
the
and
numbers.
away you
I think
go.
the numbers, and these are probably American figures, but big beer has seen small declines over the last couple of years. Overall, the market for beer has been shrinking, but craft beer has been seeing double-digit growth for the last over 5 years, probably 10 years. So it's definitely a segment that's growing.
Yeah.
I love it. I
And
love it.
are we worried about bigger companies that are now starting off, under the umbrella sort of thing, coming out with their own craft style brews?
I'm only worried about it if it's not awesome beer. If it's awesome beer, I don't care who
Then
makes
perfect,
it.
right? Good.
Right? Don't we all want to drink good beer?
That's
I
right.
don't
That's
know.
what it comes down to.
Like, it's a little disillusion to think that they're going to start making awesome beer right away.
Yeah.
Their goal is
Mass quantities.
mass quantity, consistency, and lowest dollar values.
Yeah.
If they're willing to turn over all of their business beliefs to the craft
Into
beer
fun.
mentality,
Yeah.
Into
you know,
fun.
all of a sudden we want to have fun instead of making money.
Yeah.
Then fine.
Shareholders don't like that, though. Shareholders
so
don't like
again,
that. Pensions don't like
the
that.
No.
potential of
exactly.
that coming to fruition is
Really.
That's why you got a couple of young
Pretty
guys running this business
Yeah.
who don't rely on pensions, who
Yeah.
get to make those kinds of decisions.
Exactly. All right, well, we're going to take a quick break here, listen to another song from The Split. This is Attitude. And then we're going to join Jen Chow. Dawn won't be with her today, and she's going to talk about Poutine Fest and Hooch, who also sells Pink Fuzz, is on tap right now.
Great spot.
Great spot, great spot. So we'll be right back with Shane and Rob from Beyond the Pale.
Over and over again, I've got the same things going round my head. It's just another day. I don't want to get out of bed. If it could happen to me, it could happen to you. You lose that swing in your step, and then you're really fooled. I used to feel real good. I used to be so cool. Now I beat myself up, and I beat up on you. And the feeling is gone. I think they call it the blues. And life is not what you gain.
Thanks, Nick. On this week's segment, I'm getting ready to judge Poutine Fest, and Don and we make a return visit to Hooch Bourbon House. Ottawa, are you ready to get your curd on? For 4 fabulous days, you can eat, breathe, and dream of fries, curds, and gravy. Starting today at 11 a.m. and running until Sunday 7 p.m., be sure to get yourself to Spark Street Mall. There, you'll find over 30 vendors offering their takes on traditional and exotic poutines. Be sure to visit sparkstreetmall.com for a complete list of vendors. And remember, admission is free. But if you're looking to try at least 5 different poutines, you can buy a Poutine Pass available for $25. Purchase it anytime this weekend at their central tent. And if you're going to be on Spark Street Mall this Friday evening, be sure to drop by and say hi at the judges' table. There, along with my fellow judges, we'll be tasting all the different poutines on hand to see who in Ottawa has the best traditional and exotic poutine. And finally, if you're looking for a place to kick back with friends in the evening and want a great selection of drinks and good food, then be sure to check out Hooch Bourbon House. So located at 180 Rideau Street, corner of Rideau and Dalhousie, Hooch first opened its doors last June. And since then, Don and we've made several visits, with our most recent one just the other week. So Hooch is, you see, much more than just a bourbon bar. So Chef Danny Mongeon serves Southern comfort food with modern twist. So think of a Kentucky-inspired fare with a nod to New Orleans. And whether you choose to order from their appetizer menu, dinner, the raw menu, or even coming in for their late-night menu, everything is quite reasonably priced, from $8 to $29. Or if you're looking for something adventurous and actually rather quite fun with your friends, there's always a suckling pig option. So at $325, this will feed from 10 to 20 people. You see, there is 15 to 20 pounds of whole pork. It's stuffed with a ham terrine and an in-house andouille sausage. That's a pork sausage, and then it's all braised in stock. And finally, it's finished in the oven just to get that nice crackling skin. And if you think that's still not enough food, you can. It also includes chipotle cream corn, a potato hash, a Brussels sprout, granola toss, and a sausage gravy. All you need to do is give at least 24-hour notice to Chef Mongeon and his staff, and it will be ready for you. And to date, Chef Mongeon has said that no group has been able to finish all that food, and now it's become a challenge for his diners. Or if, ordering a single plate is more your speed, then I highly recommend the dishes that Don and I ordered last week. There's the seafood gumbo for $26. It's a nice rich gumbo. The sauce has been sweated with some peppers, some onions, and celery. It's got earthy beans, but of course the seafood is the best part. Really tender squid tentacles, the mussels and the clams and the shrimp, all very, very fresh and just perfectly cooked. Everything is very well seasoned. Or you could try my new favorite burger, which is called the Greasy Bastard. For $14, this was actually, I thought, quite a large plate. And please do not be put off by the name, the Greasy Bastard. Really, what it's trying to say is very juicy patty. The burger is actually not beef. It is andouille sausage. It had a really lovely sear on it, and it comes with pimento cheese, which is made with a 5-year aged cheddar, fried chicken skin, pickled tomatillo chow chow, and avocado mousse, and it's all sandwiched in between sweet potato and pepper brioche bun with a very generous helping of, or I should say, a generous side of sweet potato crisp. So that's it for this week. Have a great weekend, and hopefully I will see you at Poutine Fest, or perhaps maybe one of these days at Hooch Bourbon House.
All right, thank you so much, Jen, and the Split with their song Attitude. That song had a lot of attitude, and of course, check them out at Jazz Fest and Blues Fest. So, major news in the Beyond the Pale circle was that you're expanding basically for the third time, because you bought your initial place, expanded in the initial location here. We are on Hamilton Street in Hittenburg/Westboro. This is kind of like
Hittenburg.
It's like Hittenburg.
Westboro's west of it.
Oh, okay, yeah, you know. It's always
Best case, it'd be
in
Wellington
between.
Village.
Wellington Village.
No, this is
It's on the border. It's on the border.
It's in the border.
It's debatable, really.
Yeah.
It's a
It's
it's
no
a
conversation.
I think technically the borderline is Parkdale.
Other people say it's
that's
Holland.
what they say.
Other people say it's Holland.
That's
so
why I'm saying it's a gray area.
I'd have to look at my real estate.
a gray
map.
area.
Not gonna
Literally,
lie.
it's a gray area.
It's the DMZ. It's
But
DMZ.
Westboro doesn't start to the other side of Island Park. So you're wrong.
for sure.
It's not Westboro.
All right, but you're expanding and you're going to City Center, which was once voted the ugliest building in Ottawa, but now is
the
now-
second ugliest building.
It's really moving up.
They painted it
to
and
the
it's-
to the west tower of the Parliament Hill. That looks like a giant fumigation right now.
I would have assumed all Breton Flats, but yeah.
Yes, that's good too.
Yeah.
So City Center, but now it has Artisan Bakery. Now you have Gabahay, so you're getting a lot of action there. So it's a perfect spot for a brewery to go. I loved when I heard that news.
Yeah, I mean we're really excited about it. When we needed more space, we're at about 2,000 square feet here, and we're taking over about 8.
And up in the office
8,000
here, we're
square feet
about 50 square feet in a little loft area.
Yeah.
It's prime time.
Yeah.
Reminds me of Top of the World's office, actually.
So we're pretty excited about it. Absolutely, it's a happening place right now. And for us, we needed something that was going to be big and industrial, but we didn't want to lose our roots as kind of the neighborhood, a neighborhood brewery. So one spot in the city where we could open up and still have that connection to, the core of Ottawa. So pretty excited about it. We're going to have a tap room there, which is something people always come in and want to, be able to have a pint when they come.
Kind of like Amsterdam. Kind of like the Amsterdam Brewery.
Yeah, well, the Amsterdam
Steam-
Brew
sorry,
Pub.
Steam-
The Amsterdam Brew Pub is super nice.
I was
Super
thinking
nice.
Steam Whistle.
Oh, yeah,
but that's
yeah,
also
yeah.
super nice as well.
Different
Yours is going to be
league,
super
but-
nice.
Ours will be super nice, but it's on a smaller scale. Mostly, it's a tap room, so it's not going to be big food. You can probably get some snacks. It's mostly going to be pints. You want to come in, you want to have a pint before you get your beer to go, or you want to come pregame, whatever you want to do.
Yeah. Have a flight, try
Yeah.
all our beers, that
Yeah.
kind of thing. We'll have all that available, but it'll be mainly a retail store function. Is kind of the mentality. We'll have kind of serve yourself bottles, cans, and yeah.
So are you going to be able to purchase beer once you guys open up there 7 days a week, or
We're probably going to move to 6 days a week.
6? Yeah. Keep God's Day out.
No,
No.
no, we sell beer on God's Day. That's what I would like.
We're taking Mondays off.
Exactly.
Football. That's football day.
Sunday. Right, on Monday off is a
Taking
good day
Mondays
off.
off. But you know what? Even that, we have no idea.
We haven't really firmed up
Don't
yet.
commit
but-
to that yet, man. Yeah,
Why?
yeah,
We don't
yeah.
have to do anything we say.
Yeah, you're right.
What about in terms? Obviously, you're going there because you've expanded. How much have you expanded since you started? How many employees are you at now? What did you start with?
Well, we
had
started
three.
we started with the three of us, the three partners,
Yeah.
myself, Shane, and Shane's father, Al's the third
Yeah.
partner. We currently employ 7 other people aside from the three of us. 6 of them are in full-time roles, and
Still pretty good for a big operation. I mean,
incredible.
that's only 10 employees. That's
We all work
Or nine.
really, really, really hard.
yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
but yeah, so it's been a great growth. We've been lucky with the hires we've made. We've got a great team working
And
with us.
I just saw on Facebook today you have a new toy. In
Absolutely,
the wings. Where,
absolutely.
will that be installed at the new place, or is that going to?
We're just going to have it delivered.
Wouldn't even fit here.
That's I was thinking.
Oh,
that.
really?
I was looking at that, looking in here. I'm like, yeah, that's going. Maybe.
Going into the new spot, we're just going to have it delivered there.
Or Al's backyard.
I didn't want to leave it outside.
You guys take care of a lot of. You're at so many events. And that was probably something that maybe you expected, but were kind of blown away by that. First off, there are tons of events Monday to Friday that so many people don't know about. That when they come to you, you're like, holy shit! I didn't know that this went on in this city. I didn't know that. And then I've seen you at several of them.
Yeah.
So that's always fun. Have any stuck out in your mind that you wish more people knew of because you became kind of
Are
really
you
passionate about it?
familiar with the term festival buzz? I mean,
Yeah.
the problem is we don't remember a lot of them. You go to a festival, and what happens
That's
is...
why I was asking you.
And what happens is you have a couple cocktails, you get a little bit, a few drinks in you, and you kind of maintain a nice buzz throughout the whole festival.
Which usually lasts the whole summer long.
It's a couple of days anyway, usually, and you ride that out.
We do bring in staff and volunteers to take care of the serving while
Sure,
Rob and
yeah.
I can have our 1 or 2 days off.
But I mean, there are lots. We're always doing festivals and different types of. I mean, as far as beer stuff, beer specific events, there's tons of things going on all the time, and we try to participate in as many as we can. But we're starting to get into more and more just different events. I got an email from somebody at the Tulip Festival today, right?
Wonderful.
And that's something that we'd like to get involved with. But there's, you can run the gamut of things. And let's face it, beer goes with just about any party that you want to
Absolutely.
have. So
I can't think of one.
I don't think it's a
Can't
party
think of
with
one.
right,
beer.
right. So that's sort of where we sit on the whole
AA
festival
meetings.
thing.
Fair enough.
AA meetings is
How
the
many,
only party where beer is not.
That's
It's on their mind though.
That's
Touche,
an after party.
touche. It's an after
What
party.
about how many brews or how many different kinds of beers you got going right now?
We're all over the place. We
you
always
have, like,
try
a
to
couple
keep
of
our
staples?
5 mains, the 5
Okay.
staples: Pink Fuzz, Rye Guy, Darkness, Imperial Super Guy, and Party Animal.
Okay.
We try to keep those 5 on. We always try to keep a fun one available every week or 2. Sometimes
Yeah,
just
we've had some other
constantly.
releases that come. They'll stay for a little while. They'll go away. Maybe they'll come back.
Can I
but-
put a warning out there? If you make the darkness again, 2 maximum.
Yeah.
If you're going to buy the darkness,
Me and Nick came and grabbed some of those.
have it.
Wow,
have a
sounds
one or
like
two.
a
What
few
a-
personal stories here. Should we turn off the mic and do some counseling here, or what?
I might end up at one of your shows where, or one of the parties that you can't bring the beer to. How was Winter Brewed this year? It was so it wasn't outside the first time.
Oh yeah, we didn't actually make it this year.
Winter Brood was inside this year, which was way better than last year.
Yeah.
I mean, we got paid yesterday, which was a fucking miracle, I thought. But that was a little bit of a headache. But
Yeah.
aside from that, it was a big party. I mean, there was lots of breweries, a lot of great beer.
It was a good time.
Was the attendance?
We had
Was the
a
attendance
blast.
up
Yeah,
there?
tons of people. It was a blast.
Yeah.
Really a fun event for everybody who went.
That's good. I forget where it was. Where was it this year? Inside?
It was at the
Fifth Avenue Court.
Oh,
Bank
yeah.
and Fifth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they had tiered openings, so
Weird
like you're there for
weird
3 to
location.
6 and then 6 to 9. So I didn't know how that
Staggered
was
sessions, and
Didn't that
it
work
played out well.
That worked out well.
Yeah.
Is there any kind of goals or goals that you have that you can talk about now that you have for Ottawa, or that you're looking towards that maybe if we bring it out there, somebody listening will go, yeah, we can help them out with? Anything like that?
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
we're one of the prime reasons, or one of the first things that we're trying to do as part of the expansion is we want to get into the LCBO.
Yeah.
I don't think this is the type of thing that somebody out there can say, you know what, that's something I'm going to do. But I think
You're
that's
challenging me. I sold 80 gyros last week.
Oh, nice!
Yeah,
No way.
2 hours for a
Oh
company.
my gosh.
Yeah, that's a challenge. I'll get you in the LBCBO
Yeah,
next
I want
week.
you guys
I'll
to know
have
CBO as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
It's a little bit far for me to drive out here, but I will.
Okay,
I will.
No, so we're looking to get into the LCBO hopefully by the end of 2014.
Okay, end of 2014. Possible cans. I've heard
Cans,
there's
that's
some
what we're
cans.
looking at. Yep.
There's cans in the work.
Yeah.
That was announced.
Anybody
today.
in Ottawa who has a beautiful canning line that they want to unload,
Okay.
Yeah.
we're your
Scrap value.
We're your guys.
Yeah.
Is there a huge cost difference between cans and the way you're doing it right now?
Well, the way we're doing it right now is with the growlers, right? We couldn't move
Growlers
our 1
and
and 2
1
liter
liter
bottles.
and 1 liter bottles.
The 22. Well, yeah. So we do the growlers, the half growlers, the 1 liters, and things like the darkerness come in the 22-ounce bombers. We could do. A lot of people do sort of 22-ounce bomber size. We don't have the bottling systems we have right now are not ideal for.
They're very manual.
Yeah, they're not ideal for doing an LCBO release. Basically, we need something that's going to be a little bit quicker, a little bit easier to use. So. We looked at both bottles and cans, but I think we're definitely leaning towards the can.
Right on. So when people come and pick up beer here, do you have a refund policy if I come and grab a growler, bring the empty growler back?
We charge you a deposit on both of our growler sizes and most of our 22-ounce bottles,
Okay.
depending on whether the labels come off or not.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we'll tell you if you're paying a deposit on it, and you can take it back. So it's $4 on the 64-ounce, $3 on the 32-ounce, and generally $1 on the small bottles.
I got a couple in my garage. So.
What are the
Done, we'll take them back, and we'll give you beer.
What are your hours open right now for people that want to drive in? And sorry, we didn't even talk about the brewing market coming on. We'll talk about that shortly.
Great.
But when
Hours.
people the hours?
Thursday to Sunday. Thursday to Saturday, it's 12 to 8, and Sunday, it's 12 to 5.
Perfect.
12 to 5, just for your nice Sunday.
And the address again?
5 Hamilton Avenue North.
5 Hamilton.
And so this weekend is going to be the brewing market. You're not in this one, but you might be in the next one, I think.
Yep, we're doing.
There's going to be 4 this year.
Yep, we're doing 2 brewery markets this summer. We're doing one in July, and when are we doing the brewery
The
markets?
last one.
In August.
In August.
August 15th.
July and August? No, there is a later one.
August 25th.
We're doing the 2 middle ones. We're not doing this weekend's one anyway. Teamwork.
But it's at the Hindenburg Park this year, which should be a lot of fun. So you can bring your
Great
frisbee,
space.
you bring your
Great space.
you
Yeah.
bring your baseball glove, your mitt. Me and Andrew will play catch.
There you go.
like we used to.
Very wholesome
Yeah,
of you.
we'll be very wholesome. We'll just
If you
play
have enough
catch.
party
Yeah.
animal, you won't be playing.
Oh yeah, that's a challenge again. I will.
Awesome.
I'll just tear my ACL yet again. But anyways, thanks so much, guys.
Yeah,
that was
thanks,
a lot
guys.
of fun.
I've been looking forward to this one. I asked
I
Nick,
think
I've
he
been
asked me
bugging him
every
for the
week.
last
He's
year.
like, when are we
When's
doing?
Beyond the Pale? When's Beyond the Pale? Let's go.
Glad you guys were able to come down.
No, absolutely. It was a lot of fun. Next week we have Nikki Bridgeland from OSSC, so that'll be a lot of fun because they create a lot of fun in the city as well.
Absolutely.
So events this weekend. At this time, we like to talk about events going on. So of course we talked about the brewery market. Today, the Poutine Fest started on Spark Street.
Oh, yes,
So definitely
today.
get out there.
I can't make it today, but
Another day. It's
Do
a
you know what the
lot of
format
fun.
is? That sounds amazing.
There's 30 poutine vendors.
30 vendors?
30 of them this year. Last year I heard the
Holy crap.
lineups were pretty big, but I think with 30 vendors this
There's
year,
going
it
to
might
be a
be a
lot
little
more
bit
fun,
better.
yeah. But it's going to be a lot of fun. I was a judge last year. Jen, who
Ooh.
spoke earlier on the episode, is a judge, of course, for this one as well. I just
You have to
I-
be willing to die 2 years before your time
Yeah.
in order to be a judge.
So you weren't willing to give up 4. 2 was worth it, but 4.
Yeah.
Not
Oh,
2 years.
I
in a
could
row.
not. I
Yeah.
could not judge again. That was 23
See?
poutines. I couldn't eat for 3 days after. Friday, there's comedy in the Glebe at Knifeware. That'll be a lot of fun. Nature Nocturne, the last one of the year, at the Museum of Nature. Have you ever been out to one of them?
Yeah.
Really? Why is the last one of the year?
The last one?
That sounds weird.
Because it gets into the summer. People don't go as much. It's nice to be outdoors. You know?
People would still go. In the
People would still go.
Seriously.
No
They're
problem.
they're
People
pretty
wanna-
successful.
People like
That's awesome,
parties.
eh? People
There
like
should
parties.
be more parties in
There should
Ottawa.
be
Absolutely.
There should be
You guys
beyond the
should have a
pale
monthly
more at
party.
the.
I
We
agree.
should. We
I
should
agree.
run a monthly party. Cardboard Crowns are at Maverick. Steve Aoki at the EY Center. Somebody's going to get a pie.
Aoki at the EY Center.
Yeah, he's
That's weird.
throwing he throws
I don't know. Those parties are
That's-
just
that's
those parties
what
are
he does.
just so far.
People love that.
It's-
Girls
the
love
EY
that.
centers
Yeah,
too far.
Stupid.
Yeah.
Shameless and Double Barrel are on Friday night as well. Saturday, you
Yeah,
got the-
Double Barrel's going to be great at
Yeah.
Mugshots. It's
Yeah.
going to be good with the gaff.
Saturday, you got the Brewing Market at Hindenburg Park, 12 to 6 p.m. It's also Ottawa Gala night, so that's pretty good. Sunday, you got NDMA's doing a video launch at Mercury Lounge. Monday, our former guest Petra Janiskova, the tennis pro in Ottawa.
Yeah.
She's having a fundraiser because to sponsor a tennis, the price of driving and transportation is so high for a tennis pro that she's trying to raise some funds for some tournaments.
Help
this
her
year.
out. She's pretty good.
Yeah,
she
it's
she
only
demolished
$40.
me and Nick whenever we played against her.
I'm still injured from that day. My ACL is still injured. So that's only $40 at the Green Door. Do you guys have anything on the go this weekend that we should shout out about?
See
Next
everybody
Thursday?
at the tap takeover.
Yeah, we've got a
Tap
tap,
takeover.
we've got a
Sorry,
tap
it's sold
takeover.
out.
Yeah, we got a tap takeover. Tap takeover going on at Wellington Gastropub. Collaboration with Stockpot Ales. We've got our Pill Hop Porters releasing, re-releasing for the event, and we'll have that in the retail store next weekend. Have a special cask of I Pine for Your Brown ready to go for that too.
Wow.
Right on.
Do you like those tap takeovers? They're a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's a party. It's a big party that we get to go.
Great to have a bar serve nothing but your beer and hang out with people and drink
nuts.
it.
That's
It's
great.
a great party.
That's got to feel good, eh?
It's surreal.
You don't remember it a few days after, but Festival Buzz, you told me about that. So
I have to
At the
keep it
time.
together at this one. I have to DJ late night.
oh, you're DJ.
Oh, do you?
Yeah,
Alright.
it's a guest DJ sets by various
Oh, that's fun.
patrons and staff and us throughout the night.
What are you going to play?
So-
What are you thinking of playing?
Oh, I have plans. I can't tell you.
Oh, no,
It's all
geez.
secrets.
I'm sorry.
All
I'm
secrets.
sorry. Rob's singing, isn't it?
Yeah.
I know.
There's a
what it
bunch
is.
of
It's
people
Rob
spinning
just singing.
before me. I don't want them to ruin stuff.
Yeah, they'll start stealing your tracks.
Exactly.
And,
I got plans.
All right, thank you so much, guys.
yeah,
We're
thanks,
gonna-
Scott. A lot, guys. Congrats on all your success, and
I'm gonna
hopefully
keep
much
drinking.
more too.
I'm going to keep getting mad at the larger corporations, and people will keep getting mad at me and try telling me why they make sense. But I still don't care.
Cheers,
Cheers,
everyone.
Cheers, guys. One last song, I Can't Stand It by The Split. Check them out. Have a great weekend, everyone.
Later.
Peace.
I can't stand it. I should have planned it. 'Cause your love demands it. Oh, I can't stand it. These are my days, and these are my weeks. I got all these hard hitters coming after me. Halfway through the month and I'm all full of doubt. 'Cause I'm already coming in and close to what's going on. Please, mister, give me one more day. I'll get you what you want. You gotta meet me halfway. Please, mister, give me one more night. I can't see my baby when you turn out the lights. I can't stand it. I should have planned it. 'Cause your love demands it. Oh, I can't stand it. I keep trying to tell you, but you just wanna make me hurt. I'm gonna get all that money when I find myself somewhere. Over the last few months, you got to know it's been rough. I've been trying really hard, barely bringing in enough. Please, mister, give me one more day. I'll get you what you want. You gotta meet me halfway. Please, mister, give me one more night. I can't see my baby when you turn out the lights. I can't stay there. How my world is gone wrong. I should have planned there, so I don't end up on my own. give me one more day. I'll get you what you want. You gotta meet me halfway. Please, mister, give me one more night. I can't see my baby when you turn out the light.